My best financial decision I've made in life is getting married. So youth today who are going down the drain, I think there should be education in as far as how to drink, when to drink, why you should drink. You know, when my father passed on, I accepted that no, at least he's gone now, I'm more free, because my father was very strict. My key to success was I slept with a book next to my headboard and a pen. My name is Kenneth Mokoena. I'm 71 years of age. You know, life when I was younger, at the age of 20, 21, it was very exciting. You know, at times one will feel like somebody's mad because we're so excited. You know, I was an athlete. I used to run 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters relay, and then I was also playing soccer. After getting injured in the soccer field, I played softball. Until I decided, no, enough is enough. Let me pass over the baton to other people to continue. You know, after every 10 years, there are new changes. Yeah, new developments. Technology-wise, you know, TVs were introduced. We never knew about TVs. We'll be glued in a very small TV. If your parents don't have one, you have to pay to watch TV next door. And it was exciting. And then as time goes on, bigger TVs were introduced. Our parents bought it. And then there were regulations on when to switch it on and off. You know, I remember my father once said, if it had a lock, I'll lock it and then open it up when I come back, because those who are still at school won't even read. They'll be enjoying TV because, of course, it was a new thing in the market. My mom was a teacher by profession. My father was a soldier. My father was very, very, very strict. When he says 6 o'clock in the yard, it is 6 o'clock in the yard and nothing else. No correspondence will be taken. It is 6 o'clock in the yard. And then all the assessment that you have been given to do during the course of the day, he will come and inspect. And failure to do that, you might lose a meal. I was very close to my mom. When she passed on, you know, I remember I was in a class training learners, and then I received a phone call to say my mom passed on. I couldn't continue training. And I said to God, Father, I don't know what is in your mind, but if it was possible, I could say to you, you made a mistake. You took a wrong one. But of course, who knows the mind of the Lord? Who can give advice to the Lord? No one. I accepted. When somebody has passed on, cry, take out the pain, mourn, and stop mourning. Don't mourn for a long time, because life continues. You know, when my father passed on, I accepted that no, at least he's gone now, I'm more free, because my father was very strict. Even though I was married, staying here at my home, he'll phone us twice a week just to check if everything was in order. You know, that made me as if I'm a bad husband to my wife, a bad father to my kids, or I've been monitored, you know. But of course, my mom was the key, you know. She rose me up, she placed me on his shoulder, and I became stronger and stronger. My best financial decision I've made in life is getting married. You know, if you're alone with your money, you know, you use it as you wish. So I've married so that somebody should stop me from overspending, and then to be accountable, you know, and transparent enough so that one could see proper budgeting, you know. And then the answer is success. 41 years in marriage. Happy with well. Even though there are challenges in life, but there's always room for forgiveness. My wife is very strict, fortunately. If I'm financially cornered, look, he'll say, wait until I go to the bank and I'll give you. There's no, I'll give you money now. No. He said, I'll go to my bank at my own time and I'll give you what you want. Or otherwise, try next door. There should be that respect, mutual respect between the two people in love. Understand each other, trust each other, communicate with each other, accountability, have room for mistakes. And then any person who made a mistake, if the other party made a mistake, learn to forgive. We need to communicate with our partners. Discuss. We buy expensive dining room suites, expecting visitors who never come. I've turned my dining room suite into a boardroom. We hold monthly meetings. Even my granddaughter, at the age of 10, he chairs a meeting when his time arises. For any man who decides to marry, you must be sure that 1, financially, you are strong. 2, you are well acquainted with accountability, responsibility, and transparency, especially with the money. Because without it, nothing will ever materialize. And I will say, rush not to marry. Understand first what marriage and love is all about. Research about love. Read books. Read books about love and marriage. And then kneel down and pray. Ask for God for guidance. He will give you. Never rush to marry, even if you are not clear. Don't compete. Decide. Plan. Do thorough planning. My parents were pastors, very close to God. And then as a result, I like to thank them because I've carried the baton. Fortunately, my kids, my wife, my grandkids, we all know who God is. What actually keeps me young is in the morning, I drink water. I take my flask, I put it next to my headbed. First thing in the morning at 4 o'clock, I drink. At 5 o'clock, my wife's bringing coffee. Drink my coffee. And then at 7 o'clock, I eat my oats. And then from there, 15 minutes, I exercise in my bedroom. If times allow me, I go to do a 1 hour walk at the nearest sports ground. And then I eat properly. Any meals without vegetables, I don't eat. There should be vegetables, either cooked or raw. And then I love a lot. And I enjoy dancing. I enjoy dancing. Even in church, when I'm given an opportunity to preach, they know that they are going to dance. I like dancing. And then laughing. It's physiotherapy for a lot of things. Some people stay for a month without laughing. And then anything that I don't like, I talk. And then there should be a solution. I don't keep anything as a secret. I chew out everything. Then life goes on. People are drinking tablets, high blood pressure. I don't do that. In the morning, I also take garlic and ginger, crushed garlic and ginger, a spoon in my mouth, and then my water. That's it. What frustrates me most about the young people is the indulgence in liquor and drugs. They are drinking liquor like the world is about to end. Young kids smoke dagga on their way to school in the morning. They don't even respect the elders. So youth today, they're going down the drain. I think there should be education in as far as how to drink, when to drink, why you should drink. The why part of it is very much important. Why am I drinking? Are you celebrating something, or are you, I'm enjoying life, really. Solely because I'm very much close to my laptop, my internet. I'm running a company right now. I'm training on agriculture and entrepreneurship. I'm enjoying it. My dream is to develop black farmers because the advantage is we have abundance of land. which is not used. My advice to up-and-coming farmers is research, research, and research. Attend every workshop available, especially a relevant one in agriculture or in business as a whole. My key to success was I slept with a book next to my headboard and a pen. Should God give me any information during my sleep, I'll wake up and write. In the morning, I'll do research, and then within a month or two, I'll implement what I was given by my father. What most people supposed to avoid is overspending. Financial literacy again comes into the picture. People work hard for their money, but they spend it very easily. A person gets his salary or wages on Friday. On Monday, doesn't even have money to go to work. One needs to draw a budget and stick to the budget. If there is a surplus, save it. Save it temporarily. Save it in trading. Venture into money market. Save it, because anything can happen. Anything can happen.